Hello everyone, welcome to Prelims Homework. This initiative has been brought to you by Aptitude Academy for Civil Services, and my name is Shayak Datta. I am the faculty for Geography and Environment at Aptitude Academy for Civil Services. So as you know, in this initiative we are discussing 5 questions every day which have been asked in the previous year UPSC Prelims examination. So let us start with the first question for today. The first question that we have was asked in UPSC Prelims 2018. And the question is with regards to the National Food Security Act 2013. So the question is asking with reference to the provisions made under the National Food Security Act 2013. Okay, with reference to the provisions which have been made under the National Food Security Act 2013, consider the following statements. What are the statements? Number one, the families coming under the category of below poverty line only are eligible to receive subsidized food grains. Okay, the families which are coming under the category of below the poverty line only are eligible to receive subsidies or subsidized food grains. Second statement, the eldest woman in a household of age 18 years or above shall be the head of the household for the purpose of issuance of a ration card. The eldest woman or in a household of the age of 18 years or above shall be the head of the household for the purpose of the issuance of a ration card. And third statement is pregnant women and lactating mothers are entitled to a take-home ration of 1600 calories per day. Who? Pregnant women and lactating mothers, they are entitled to a take-home ration of 1600 calories per day during pregnancy and for 6 months thereafter. So far as the National Food Security Act 2013 is concerned, out of the given statements, which out of them are correct? So let us have a look at the answer. The answer is B for this. B means 2 only, that is the eldest woman in a household of the age of 18 years or above shall be the head of the household for the purpose of issuance of a ration card. Okay, so whoever is the eldest woman in the household, and of course that person has to be above the age of 18 years, shall be treated as the head of the household and will be given the ration card. Now, coming to the first statement, the first statement was saying the families coming under the category of below poverty line, that is BPL only, are eligible to receive subsidized food grains. That was the first statement. So let us see, the first statement is incorrect because the act, that is the National Food Security Act 2030, provides for coverage of up to 75% of the rural population and up to 50% of the urban population for receiving subsidized food grains under the Targeted Public Distribution System, TPDS, thus covering two-thirds of the population. So over here you try to understand it is not just the below poverty line only. Okay, the first statement was saying that only those people who are coming under the category, only those families which are coming under the category of below poverty line, they are eligible to receive subsidized food grains. So that is not the case because the act provides for coverage of up to 75% of the rural population and up to 50% of the urban population. So yes, you can understand if you are covering 75% of the rural population and 50% of the urban population, which means almost two-thirds of the population is being covered under the Targeted Public Distribution System under the National Food Security Act, then it cannot be that only the families which are coming under the poverty line, they are eligible. That is not the case. So the first statement is incorrect. Second statement, already know it is correct, that this particular act, it provides the eldest woman of the household who is having an age of 18 years or above is to be the head of the household for the purpose of issuance of ration card. The third statement, that is not correct because what was the third statement? The third statement is pregnant women and lactating mothers are entitled to a take-home ration of 1600 calories per day during pregnancy and for 6 months thereafter. So that statement is incorrect because besides meal to pregnant women and lactating mothers during pregnancy and 6 months after the childbirth, such women will be entitled to receive maternity benefit of not less than rupees 6,000. Let us see once again. Besides meal to pregnant women and lactating mothers during pregnancy and 6 months after the childbirth, such women will also be entitled to receive maternity benefit of not less than rupees 6,000. So here it was saying okay, they are entitled to a take-home ration of 1600 calories per day during pregnancy and for 6 months thereafter. So that is not correct, because we get to see 6 months after childbirth. So that is one thing. And also, such women will be entitled to receive maternity benefit of not less than rupees 6,000. Okay. So the first statement and the third statement, they are incorrect, whereas the second statement is correct. So the right answer is B, 2 only. So this is so far as the first question is concerned. Coming to the second question. Second question was asking, or it is asking, this was also asked in UPSC Prelims 2018. This is asking that India enacted the Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999 in order to comply with the obligations to which one? ILO, IMF, UNCTAD, and WTO. I'll repeat once again. India enacted the Geographical Indication of Goods. India enacted the Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999 in order to comply with the obligations to which one? ILO. So what is the act? It is the Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999. The Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999. So India enacted this particular act, that is Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999, in order to comply with the obligations of which one? ILO, IMF, UNCTAD, or WTO. The answer is D, WTO, that is the World Trade Organization. Let's see the explanation part. The geographical indication of goods are defined as that aspect of industrial property which refer to the geographical indication referring to a country or to a place situated therein as being the country or place of origin of that product. Let's see this once again. Geographical indication of goods are defined as that aspect of industrial property which refer to the geographical indication referring to a country or to a place situated therein as being the country or place of origin of that particular product. Now, typically, such a name conveys an assurance of quality and distinctiveness which is essentially attributable to the fact of its origin in that defined geographical locality, region, or country. Okay, so what is meant by geographical indication of goods? It is defined as that aspect of industrial property which refers to the geographical indication referring to a country or to a place situated therein as being the country or place of origin of that product. So it gives an assurance that a particular product, that a particular object or substance has originated from a particular place only. Okay, so it is an assurance of quality. So under Article 1, Clause 2 and 10 of the Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property, geographical indications are covered as an element of IPR, intellectual property rights. So geographical indications, they are covered as an element of the intellectual property rights so far as the Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property is concerned. And also we get to see that they are also covered under Article 22 to Article 24 under the trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights, that is TRIPS agreement. So they are also covered under Articles 22 to Article 24 of the trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights, TRIPS agreement, which was part of the agreements concluding the Uruguay round of GATT negotiations. Okay, General Agreement on Trade and Tariff. So this was also a part of the agreements concluding the Uruguay rounds of the GATT negotiations. India, as a member of the World Trade Organization, enacted the Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999 that has come into force with effect from 15th of September 2003. So India had enacted the Geographical Indication of Goods Registration Protection Act 1999. It has come into effect from 2003, and this is because it is a member of WTO. So the answer for this is WTO. So 2B is the right answer. Coming to question number 3. Question number 3 was also asked in UPSC Prelims 2018, and here we have a question which states that the first statement is: in India, the state governments do not have the power to auction coal or non-coal mines. Okay, this is from current affairs. So the first statement is, in India, the state governments do not have the power to auction non-gold mines. Number two, Andhra Pradesh and Jharkhand do not have gold mines. Do not have gold mines. And number three, Rajasthan has iron ore mines. Okay, there are three statements given. You have to choose the correct one. First statement is, in India, the state governments do not have the power to auction non-gold mines. Second statement is, Andhra Pradesh and Jharkhand do not have gold mines. And the third statement is, Rajasthan has iron ore mines. Which out of these all are correct? Let's see the answer. The answer is D, that is 3 only. We have to select which out of this is correct. So Rajasthan, it has iron ore mines. That is correct. Now the question is, why the first two are incorrect? Let's see. So unlike coal, the auction of mining license of non-coal minerals is conducted by the respective state government. Okay. So the first statement, if you see, the first statement was saying that in India, the state governments do not have the power to auction non-coal mines, but that is not correct, because it is the coal mines which can be auctioned by the central government, whereas the non-coal mines, or the auction of the mining licenses for the non-coal minerals, that can be conducted by the respective state government. So the first statement is incorrect. The second statement was, Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan and Jharkhand, they do not have gold mines. Okay? So let's see over here. The third statement was, Rajasthan has iron ore mines. So that is correct actually. Iron ore mines are located in Bhilwara in Rajasthan. So the third statement is correct. Yeah, iron ore mines are there in Rajasthan. But the second statement, which stated that Andhra Pradesh and Jharkhand, they do not have gold mines. So India has gold deposits spread across several states, including Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Rajasthan. So all of these states will have some amount of gold deposits. So India has gold deposits just spread across the various states. For example, Andhra Pradesh is there. For example, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Rajasthan. The governments of both Jharkhand as well as Andhra Pradesh have auctioned several gold mines in the recent years. So the second statement is also incorrect. The first and the second statement are incorrect, whereas the third statement is correct. So the right answer is 3D. Now moving on to the fourth question for today. The fourth question is also something which was asked from current affairs, and the question is asking with regards to, or with reference to, digital payments. With reference to digital payments, consider the following statements. Number one, Bhim app allows the user to transfer money to anyone with a UPI enabled bank account. So Bhim app, it allows the user to transfer money to anyone with a UPI enabled bank account. Number two, while a chip PIN debit card has 4 factors of authentication, the Bhim app has only 2 factors of authentication. So let us quickly go once again to the 2 statements which have been given. You have to select the right statement out of these. Number one, the Bhim app allows the user to transfer money to anyone with a UPI enabled bank account. Number two, while a chip PIN debit card has 4 factors of authentication, the Bhim app has only 2 factors of authentication. So let us see the right answer. Right answer is A. A is what? 1 only. That is, Bhim app allows the user to transfer money to anyone with a UPI enabled bank account. And that is something which we are getting to see nowadays. It is being used frequently. Now the question is, why is the second statement incorrect? So let us go to the explanation part. The first statement is correct. As we know, Bharat Interface for Money, that is Bhim app, the Bharat Interface for Money. It is a payment app that lets that is anyone, make simple, easy, and quick transactions using Unified Payments Interface, or UPI. Once again, let me repeat: the Bharat Interface for Money, or the BHIM, is a payment app that lets one make simple, easy, and quick transactions using UPI, or the Unified Payments Interface. One can make direct bank payments to anyone on UPI using their UPI UPI ID or scanning their QR with the Bhim app. One can also request money through the app from a UPI ID. Okay, so the first statement is correct that Bhim app, it allows the user to transfer money to anyone with a UPI enabled bank account. So that is correct. Now coming to the second statement, that chip PIN debit card has 4 factors of authentication, whereas the Bhim app has only 2 factors of authentication. So let us see. From a consumer point of view, there are 3 levels of authentication that are required in this app. That is not 2 levels, but 3 levels are there in case of Bhim app. One is the device ID and mobile number. Then we have the bank account, which one is linking to this app. And finally, we have the UPI PIN as well, which is needed to complete the transaction. So there are 3 factors of authentication versus a normal net banking app or a chip PIN debit card, which will only have 2 factors of authentication. So the fourth statement is incorrect, and it was saying that chip PIN debit card has 4 factors of authentication. That is incorrect, because the chip PIN debit card, or even if you look at the net banking and all, it will have 2 factors of authentication, whereas when it comes to the Bhim app, there are almost 3 factors which are there. In case of Bhim app, there are 3 factors or 3 levels of authentication. One is the device ID and the mobile number. Then not only the device ID and mobile number, but also the bank account, which one is linking to this particular app. And finally, you also have the UPI PIN. So there are 3 levels or 3 factors of authentication which are needed to complete the transaction using the Bhim app. Whereas there are only 2 factors of authentication when it comes to a normal net banking app or a chip PIN debit card. Now, finally, going to the last question for today. This was also asked in UPSC 2018. This is from the geographical part, from the geography section, and here also we get to see it's a map-based question, because it will test the knowledge that you have regarding the map of India. So what is the question saying? Among the following cities, which one lies on a longitude closest to that of Delhi? So which out of the following cities will lie on a longitude which is closest to Delhi? So you'll have a longitude passing to Delhi, and you have to select that which out of these will be closest to that, or located closest to that particular longitude. A. Bengaluru, B. Hyderabad, C. Nagpur, and D. Pune. A. Bengaluru, B. Hyderabad, C. Nagpur, and D. Pune. Again, you see over here, until unless you remember the India map thoroughly, and until unless you remember the India map very thoroughly, it will be difficult for you to answer this particular question, because you have to very specifically know the exact location of Delhi, and then in your head only you think that you are keeping a pencil, or let's say a pen over Delhi, and you have to select out of these cities which one lies close to that particular pen that you have kept, which represents a longitude passing to Delhi. So A. Bengaluru, B. Hyderabad, C. Nagpur, and D. Pune. All of them seem to be very close, but here we get to see it should be Hyderabad. So sorry, here it should be Bangalore. So among the following cities, which one lies on a longitude closest to that of Delhi? Ideally, it should be Bangalore or Bangalore, which lies closest. So if you look at Delhi and Bangalore, they are located almost on the same longitude. So if you look at the longitude of Delhi, it is around 77.1025 degree east. Okay, whereas when it comes to Bengaluru, it is around 77.5946 degree east. And when you have Hyderabad, it is a little 1 degree to the right, that is around 78 degree 4896. Again, you do not exactly have to know which longitude it is, but in your head you have to think over. In your head, you should be able to pinpoint the location of these cities. So if you put if you join the longitude through Delhi, then you will find that it is Bangalore which is present close to that particular longitude out of the given cities. So the right answer is A, Bengaluru. Okay, so with this, we finally come to the end of today's session. I hope you have liked this session. Please like and subscribe to Aptitude Academy for Civil Services YouTube channel for more such informative videos. Also, please share this video with other friends of yours who are also preparing for UPSC. Also, please comment and let us know in the comment section how you are liking this particular series of video lectures. We'll be back again with another set of 5 questions which were asked in the previous year UPSC Prelims examination. Till then, study hard and stay safe. Thank you so much.